Grace and Mom Kathy, you guys have been, it seems like you've been coming every year for a very long time.
Yeah, I enjoy coming every year.
Yeah, you're the best, Grace. Look, so many people, we just love to talk to you. Jamie, we were talking about Jamie, how much Jamie really just thinks that you are the bee's knees, as they said back in 1920s. Why did I go with that old analogy? All right, so Grace, you are from Washington?
Yes.
Your story, again, can you give us a little reminder, a little refresher course?
Yeah, so in 2011, I was diagnosed with acute myeloid leukemia, which at the time, there really wasn't any research as to how to treat it because usually it's most common in older adult men who have worked around a lot of chemicals their whole lives. So you can imagine that there hadn't been much research on how to fight it in kids like me, especially my age, when I was 7.
7, and that's when you were diagnosed.
Yes.
Okay.
And so they decided that they would try and give me several rounds of high-dose chemotherapy. And when that wasn't working, we decided to go further and do some full-body radiation and eventually a bone marrow transplant, which was donated by my sister, Julia.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank you, Julia.
Yeah, it's been 8 years now, I believe, and I've been doing amazing.
That's incredible. When you talk about the high-intensity chemotherapy and then full-body radiation, what does that do? I mean, what does... Clearly, I mean, we all know that kids lose their hair when all that stuff is going in. Basically, they're pumping poison into your body.
Yeah.
So how do you, as a 7-year-old or an 8-year-old, how do you react to that?
Well, at the time, I really didn't understand fully what was going on, so as long as my parents were okay with it, then I was okay with it. I mean, my whole idea was that doctors were there to help me get better, which is exactly what they were doing. And if they hadn't done what they did, like whatever they could to save me, I wouldn't be here today.
Yeah. Did you ever have a moment where you just went, I just can't do it?
There were days, definitely, where I felt like maybe 15 pills every day, evening and night were too much. But you just got to do what you got to do.
Yeah. Mom, how was that on you? Kathy, rough?
Yeah. I mean, I can still, all those memories come flooding back. And there were definitely days that I did not think that I could make it to the next day, let alone her. So
you guys had each other?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now you're doing AWESOME, awesome, woo, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, and you like learned how to drive and everything. So like you have a driver's license?
Yep. 16, baby.
Oh, Lord. And then so you could go to a college of your choice. The goal eventually is?
To work at St. Jude, I feel like would be the best way that I could ever pay them back for all that they've done for me. And it's such an amazing facility. I feel like there really wouldn't be another place that I would want to work.
Yeah. Just one thing, 2 things. Your favorite part of St. Jude, what is it about it? Other than saving your life.
Yeah.
Because they did a heck of a job there. But was there something that just like, I have to come back?
The atmosphere, definitely. And it's the halls, it's not like a normal hospital. When you think of a hospital, you think of sterile and just plain boring. You don't want to be there. But St. Jude always has activities going on in the cafeteria, in the waiting rooms. The halls are all painted like kid-friendly. Makes you just want to be there. And the people there are amazing. I made some of the best friends that I have ever made at that hospital with the nurses and the staff and my doctors. I still go back and try and visit each of them every time I go.
And it's not just the kids. So you're talking to everybody. And again, we were talking about the St. Jude family. The family is the family.
Yeah.
And you're all a part of it.
Yes. It's such an amazing experience.
That's awesome. All right, Grace, Kathy, thank you guys for coming in so much. And so where do we see ourselves, Grace? Where do you see yourself? I mean, are you still going down there for like scans and checkups and everything?
Yeah, once a year I go back, and then eventually once I turn 18, I'll go back every 5 years.
Because they still want to know, right?
She's on the St. Jude Life program.
The Life program, so they're basically going to always keep an eye on you.
And through this program, they're able to see how the treatment that I got affected me in the long run, so that they can use that to find new ways to treat, less invasive ways to treat childhood cancer.
Right. So short term saved your life.
Yeah.
Now they want to know long term what exactly happened and how it's going to progress.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And that's just one of the cool things about St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. When you check out, you're not done. Yeah. You're still a St. Jude patient. Yeah. And they want to keep an eye on you.
And I love that.
Yeah, I love that too. That's Grace. Thank you guys so much for coming in.